This is our first ever Center School virtual community meeting. We're working out some kinks so that hopefully it will not be a problem later. So again, thank you for your patience, and let's continue on with our program here. So as I mentioned, our community meetings are important places for us to make sure that we are practicing our Center School expectations of being safe, being kind, and being responsible. We can be safe by sitting in our bottoms in our chairs when we're at home. We can be kind by clapping for the presenter, even if we're at home and they can't hear us. And we can be responsible by listening and paying attention and turning our voices off. Today, we are going to do a variety of things. Like I try to turn these controls off so that you don't see them. Okay. So we will be meeting some some Center School staff members. We're going to meet some Brookfield community members. We're going to hear about Fire Safety Month. We're going to learn about what our Center School friends have been up to at school and look at some pictures. We're going to celebrate our September and October birthdays, and we're going to dance together. Today is also a School Spirit Day, so I see that some of you might be wearing some spirit wear and or your blue and yellow. And so just a reminder that school spirit is how we think about everyone in our school as a family, and we are a family, even if we can't be at school together. We all feel good when we're together as a community, when we're learning, singing, playing, and just being together. It means being very proud of being a part of our Center School community. So you are so fortunate, as I am, to be a part of this community and be together today. So we're going to start with a who's who at Center School, and we're going to introduce our building substitutes. So some of them are able to join us today, and some are not. So I have a picture of Mrs. Caraluzzi, who's not able to join with us today, but I'm going to see if we can let our other building subs into the meeting so that they can share with you some of the things that they love about Center School. Hold on one second. Okay, so do we have who's well, Mrs. Hanahan. Can you unmute and then share and just introduce yourself?
Hi, everybody. I'm Mrs. Hanahan. Some of my friends know me as Miss Christie, and I love the community spirit at Center School. It is able to be felt every single day, and I still feel it here at home. I can't wait to see you all in person again.
Thank you. And do we have Mrs. Flores? Are you with us?
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, everybody. How are you? My name is Mrs. Flores, and the thing I most love about Center School is just the people and all the kindness, and everybody makes up a wonderful community at Center School, and I can't wait to be there with you all again.
Thank you, Mrs. Flores. So we also, as I mentioned, we have Mrs. Giovanzo, who wasn't able to join us today, but she will, she, again, is a big fan of Center School. And Mrs. Zimmerman, who many of you know, has been a building sub with us for a couple of years and joining us again this year. And also, as I mentioned, Mrs. Caraluzzi, who said that her favorite thing about Center School is seeing how excited everybody gets when they learn something new. So we're very fortunate to have these fantastic people with us. We are going to say thank you to them. So now you know who they are if you haven't met them before. And we are going to now go back, and I'm going to share my screen again because we have a special dance that we're going to do. I hope you enjoyed getting up and moving a little bit. And so we're going to now move into another section of our meeting where we're going to do a who's who with our community members. We have Fireman Tim Gravius and Assistant Fire Marshal Mike Connor with us today. And they are going to share some information with us about fire safety.
Hello, everybody.
How you doing?
Good. Thank you for being here with us.
You're very welcome.
Anytime.
I'll bring it over to you.
Tim, take it away.
Okay, so my name's Tim Graves. I'm a deputy fire marshal with the fire marshal's office. Mike Connor, he's the assistant fire marshal with the town. We do a couple of things for the town. We work out of the town hall, but we do work all over the community with a lot of different agencies. We do a lot of things in town. We do inspections. We work a lot with kids and elderly and fire prevention, and then we also do fire investigations. What we do for inspections is if there's a new business that wants to come to town, or there's a business that's been here for a while, we'll go in and make sure they're following the rules that we have in place to be safe. And we try and keep them to avoid fires and follow those rules. And we get into these buildings once a year. We go to every building in town, and we inspect the fire alarm systems, the sprinkler systems, and make sure that if there is an incident, everybody can be safe and they can get out of the building and get out of harm's way. We also do a lot with fire prevention, such as talking to you kids. Next week we have a couple of videos that we put out for you guys. It's definitely more fun talking to you in person than it is doing it through a camera, but that's the way it is this year. But we talk to kids and we talk to elderly about fire safety and things that they can do to stay safe, and ways that just give them tips on their homes and their businesses and how to keep the community safe. And then we also, unfortunately, all fires can't be prevented. Sometimes there are fires, and it's our job to go in after the fire's out, after the fire department's done putting the fire out. We'll go in and we kind of sift through the debris, and we'll look at the building, and we could read burn patterns and all different things, and we find out how the fire started, and then we document that, and we try and make it so a fire like that never happens again. So when we put all these three things together, the inspections, the prevention, and the investigation, hopefully we try and stop future fires from occurring. And there's also another fire marshal, Jay D'Souza. He's out. He's busy right now. He wasn't able to join us, but he also works with us too. He's our boss. Mike, have anything you want to add?
No, great job. I've seen most of you at the fire drill you did last month, so hello again.
Thank you so much for being here with us and for everything you do. And we, as we were saying, I want to mention also that Mr. Gravius' son is with us in first grade. So we want to shout out to Ryan in Mrs. Muma's class, right? Give a big wave. Yeah. So we're very lucky to have such wonderful people working in our community of Brookfield. So as we said, they've created some fire safety videos that we're going to share with everyone next week. They're going to help us remember and know how to be safe and responsible at home when we're practicing fire safety. Also, this is exciting. We're going to be having a fireman's Flipgrid. So we're going to share a link so that if you have any questions for anyone at the fire department, you can ask those questions on the Flipgrid, and then they will respond to you with an answer on the Flipgrid. So we're excited to share that with everybody next week as well. All right. So I know that we're at home, so that they won't be able to hear you necessarily, but please give a big thank you, and we'll give a big round of applause to Fireman Tim and Fire Marshal Connor for joining us today and for everything they do for us in our Brookfield community. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All righty, so let's go to the next part of our meeting. Oh, we have another dance. So if you are seated, please stand up, make sure you have some room to get moving again. All right, boys and girls, hopefully you got up and were able to get moving a little bit. We want to say a thank you to Mrs. Goff, our new music teacher, who pulled these videos for us and thought they would be fun for everybody to do during our community meeting, even though we can't be together. So again, thank you to Mrs. Goff for providing those videos. We're going to move on to a very, I think, exciting part of our slideshow, which is our community happenings at Center School. So each of our teachers has put together a slide with some pictures of artwork or work that kids have been doing, or pictures of students, and we're going to go through and see what everybody's been up to for the last couple of weeks at Center School. All right, here it comes. So some of our Center School community happenings. So we have some in Miss Kim's preschool room, our students who are doing their fall scavenger hunt and looking for all kinds of fun fall things. Mrs. K's room, we also were doing the scavenger hunt. They found a pumpkin and so many other fun things that are part of fall. Miss Lorna in the pre-K rooms doing some story time inside and outside. So everybody got to have some fresh air and be together with a good story. Miss Fran's room also in pre-K, sharing some of the speech activities that they've been doing, playing with some toys and learning about vocabulary. Miss Colucci's room, everyone having a good snack and working so hard at home and at school. Nice job, friends. Students in Mrs. Doherty's room making some fall crafts. Look at those, they look fantastic. And everyone's wearing their masks so nicely and doing a great job. We have students in Mrs. Knapp's room making some funny faces. I love it. Excellent, looking very good, very happy, and learning a lot. We have students in Ms. Larson's room. Again, looks like there's a lot of literacy going on and a lot of fun crafts. Looking good. And Mrs. Lynch's room is also doing some crafts and some nice writing about the things that they like to do in fall. Mrs. Payne's room, oh, reading all around the room. Nice job, friends. Look at them reading so quietly and carefully, using their good strategies. Nice job, Mrs. Payne's class. And then Ms. Prada's class also doing some artwork. Look at that. Very nice job, friends. And building, Connor's building there as well. Looking good. We have students in Mrs. Richardson's room in the pumpkin patch. That looks so fun. I hope everyone is their pumpkin at home and is ready for our decorating next week. And Mrs. Sommerfeld's room in the students in the pumpkin patch as well. Everybody looks like they are happy. They've got their best pumpkin ready to go home and decorate. We have students in Ms. Macbeth's room doing a mood meter check. Very nice job. And I think also I saw reading with their crowns. You can see them. They have their crowns on. They were reading as well. Nice job, Ms. Macbeth's class. And Ms. McGee's room. Looking good. Again, another mood meter check. Nice job. So we're at school and online. Everyone is doing their best and learning a lot. Boy, Miss Moore's class has been very busy too. Look, on the playground and the pumpkin patch. Farrah's using her counters. Everybody's looking great. And here we have Mrs. Muma's students as well in the pumpkin patch and also learning online, working so hard. Mrs. Natalino's room, they look like they're up and moving, maybe doing a movement break and then outside at recess. That's so important to make sure that we are ready to go and focus on our learning, getting lots of movement and plenty of fresh air. And Mrs. Sullivan's room, again, out the playground is a big hit. Now that we're able to use the playground, everyone's been doing such a great job of being responsible on the playground and being distanced. And look at that picture in the pumpkin patch, it looked great. Mrs. Trippett's room, students have really been working hard with our open court program, again, online and at home. It looks like a big thumbs up. And this is Mrs. Trippett's classroom. So nice job, friends. And again, a picture of the playground from Mrs. Tuck's room. It's been a big popular hit now that we can get back on there and have some fun. And of course, Zooming from home. Mrs. Zeza's room, students were doing their All About Me portraits, which look fantastic. Also in the pumpkin patch, looking good as well, and working so hard, distance, but still able to focus and concentrate and learn a lot. So Miss Pacino is our art teacher, and she's sharing some of our first grade artwork. As you can see, looking again fantastic, everyone working hard and being very creative. And then we also have students in kindergarten doing the same, lots of fall crafts, fun things to do together while we're also learning about art skills. And Miss Goff, again, our new music teacher, for those of you who have not met her, you'll have her during the rotations coming up. So again, learning a lot about steady beat, listening to song tales and some great literature, and then doing some beat and learning about rhythm. And here's Mrs. Zaldo, who has gone above and beyond to make sure that students can check out books and still enjoy that love of reading. So thank you to Mrs. Zaldo for putting all that together for our students. We have Mrs. Secret, who's been working on rhyming and doing a lot of great work with her students via Zoom. And we have Mrs. Spalding, who's one of our speech therapists, who again is doing so many things to help kids build their vocabulary and their speech skills, and really just making sure that we are all doing our very best. So thank you to all of our teachers for doing such a great job in putting together our PowerPoint, so that we see that what all of the things are that have been happening for our students here at school. It's been a busy couple of weeks. So nice job, friends. Excellent job. Okay, so we are going to celebrate now our September and October birthdays. And I'm going to give a big thank you to Mrs. Mahoney, who put all of our video, all of our pictures together into a video, and to our PTO and all the families who sent in pictures for our video today. Here we go. All right, friends, happy birthday to everyone who had a birthday in September and October. I hope you had a very special day and have many more to come. All right, we have one more thing we're going to practice here. We have Dr. Glazer, our school psychologist, who has been teaching all of us, the staff and the adults, as well as students, about the importance of mindfulness and how it's important to be present and be able to be really thoughtful about how you're feeling and help yourself to have control of your emotions and how things are going and your thoughts. And so he's going to lead us in an activity called butterfly breathing. So if you are seated, you should stand up in your spot, give yourself plenty of room, and we're going to start our video with Dr. Glazer.
Hello, my Center School friends. Let's practice some butterfly breathing. Butterfly breathing is good when you're feeling nervous or just too excited and you can't calm down. This will calm you down. put our hands up here, a little bit apart so we can see through them. Then, as we breathe in, we open up our arms. And as we breathe out, we close them. We breathe in. We breathe out. In. Out. It's like our thoughts are a butterfly. Stops on a flower, and then it flies away. Our thoughts might stop someplace scary or someplace that makes us feel nervous, and then our thoughts can fly away from there by taking butterfly breaths. Here's something called balloon breaths that you can take, and it will also calm you down. In. Blow the balloon up. Push the air out. One more time. This kind of breathing will help us calm down.
Thank you to Dr. Glazer for the activity and exercise, and I hope that you guys will find it helpful and useful at any time when you might need to take a little bit of a break and be a little bit more mindful. All right, boys and girls, and all of our friends at home, this is the end of our community meeting. So we wanted to remind everybody that it's very important that we are safe and kind and responsible when we're learning at home or at school. I hope you all had a great time being together while we are apart. Don't forget that I hope you have, again, are following our school rules of being safe, kind, and responsible, and have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for joining us, everybody. And before I forget, I wanted to mention that we wanted to say a big thank you again to everyone who helped us today. So to our building substitutes, to Mrs. Honahan and Mrs. Flores who were able to join us, and to all our other building substitutes as well for everything they do, to Mr. Gravius and to Mr. Connor for joining us from the fire department, to Mrs. Goff for pulling together our videos for our dances, to Mrs. Mahoney for the birthday video, to the PTO for collecting the pictures for our birthday video and putting the PowerPoints together, and to Mr. Clark for helping with all of the technology that it took for us to get this going today. So we will be more polished as we go, but I think for our first meeting, everything went as well as we could expect. Again, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thank you for joining us. Bye, everybody.